This video that will discuss about the derivation of equation of motion whenever the body is moving with uniform acceleration. Derivation for that equation of motion by graphical method. As you know that whenever a body is moving with uniform acceleration, if we draw a velocity time graph, then we can say that the graph will be a straight line and it will be inclined to that axis, velocity versus time axis. Consider that a body is moving with uniform acceleration. What does it mean? It means that now the rate of change of velocity at every instant of time that will be remain same. In other words, we can say that when the body moves with a certain time interval, the change of velocity that will be remain constant throughout the journey, and therefore we are getting a straight line which will be equally inclined to both axes. Now let us consider in this case that this value, this is your initial velocity or u. Consider that OA is equal to your initial velocity, that is your u, and after a time interval t, the body has reached up to the velocity, the final velocity, that is your v. Means if we draw the perpendicular from B to C, this is equal to the velocity v. So once again we can say that let us consider that the initial velocity of the body is u. So if initial velocity of the body is equal to u meter per second, graphically that can be represented as OA, that is equal to u. Now similarly, after the time interval t, we have seen that the velocity becomes v. That means final velocity, if the final velocity of the body that is equal to v meter per second, or in other words, graphically we can say that BC that is equal to this value, that is equal to v. So our BC that is equal to v. Now in this case we have to find out, or we have to derive the equation of motion from this graph. As we know that in case of velocity versus time graph, the slope of the graph that indicates the acceleration. So now from this graph, now we can say that therefore acceleration is equal to slope of AB. And slope of AB, to get the slope of AB, if we draw a line parallel to that of the time axis, then in such cases let us consider that this is a parallel line to that of the time axis which intersects to that BC at point D. So therefore, now we can say that slope of AB will be equal to how much? BD by AD, because this is your perpendicular component BD by AD. But BD that is equal to BC minus CD. So since we have drawn parallel to this one, now we can say that AOCD is a sort of rectangle, and therefore in such cases that this BD that is equal to BC minus CD divided by AD, or that is equal to OC. So BC, as we have taken that BC is equal to V, so therefore we can say that V minus CD that is equal to AO, which is equal to U, and this is equal to T. Therefore now we have got acceleration So from this expression we can say that acceleration that is equal to V minus U by T, or therefore V minus U that is equal to 80, or V is equal to U plus 80, which is your first equation of motion. This is your first equation of motion. Now, we also know that if we find out the area enclosed by the plotted graph, if we find out the area enclosed by the plotted graph, that will indicate the distance covered by the body. So therefore, area of enclosed figure, that is your AOCB, AOCB, which is a sort of trapezium, because these two are the parallel lines and this is the perpendicular distance between the parallel lines. So therefore, area of trapezium is equal to the distance covered here. So area of the trapezium, that is equal to distance covered here. Area of trapezium, which trapezium? That is your AOCB. Now, if we find out that area of the trapezium, let the distance be S. So in that case, area of trapezium, as we know, that half into sum of the parallel sides. Sum of the parallel sides means AO and in this side BC. So sum of the parallel sides are AO plus BC into height. Height in the sense the distance between the parallel side, that may be your OC or AD. Both are equal. So therefore, now distance to be covered, that is equal to the area enclosed by this graph, and that means that the area of the trapezium AOCB, and AOCB, that is equal to half AOA plus BC into OC. Now replacing these values, we will be getting AO, which is equal to U, BC, which is equal to V, and OC, which is equal to 2. So now therefore we will be getting half V plus U into T. But from the first equation we have got that V is equal to U plus AT. So therefore, by replacing the value of V here, we will be getting half into U plus, in place of V we can take U plus AT into T. So therefore, now from this expression we can get this is equal to half into 2U plus AT into T, or therefore that will be equal to half into 2UT plus half into 80 square. So half into 2UT plus half 80 square, that is equal to, by considering these two, we will be getting UT plus half 80 square. Hence we have got S is equal to UT plus half 80 square, which is the second equation of motion. And this derivation, remember that this derivation is a very important derivation so far as the exam is concerned. So that is why this is your equation 2, second equation of motion. Similarly, third equation. So as you know that equation of motion, there are 3 equations and we have already got 2 equations. First equation we have got V is equal to U plus AT, and now in the second equation we have got AC is equal to UT plus half AT square. The total distance covered, that is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third equation, for the third equation, in the same manner we can say that the distance covered by the body, that is equal to the area of the trapezium, AOCB, or distance, that is equal to S. So area of trapezium, that is equal to half base, half sum of the parallel side. Similar manner, AO plus BC into OC. Now therefore we will be getting here this equal to half into V plus U into T. But as we know that this T, from the first equation we have got V minus U by T, that is equal to A, or replacing these values we will be getting V minus U by A, that is equal to T. So now if we replace the value, if we substitute the value of T here, we will be getting S is equal to half into V plus U, and in place of T, that is equal to V minus U by A, so that is why V minus U by A. So taking out that the value of t as b minus u by a, now here we have to replace the value, that is b minus u by a, and hence we have got s is equal to half b plus u into b minus u, that is b square minus u square by a, or in other words we will be getting b square minus, by cross multiplication we will be getting b square minus u square, that is equal to 2as, or b square is equal to u square plus 2as. This is your third equation of motion. So likewise we can derive all the three equations of motion from the graph, provided you should have to remember the body is moving with uniform acceleration. So this is all about your that the equation, that the motion in one dimension, and hope all of you like this, share this and subscribe this.